Next time we're going to be holding 4, not just 3.
Or do you want those people?
We want them all. We want them all. I think these guys have a lot of balls, and they'll definitely fight David. Not like the ones at 168.
Do you have a prediction for the Bivol versus Benavidez
You know,
fight?
we trained extremely hard for this fight. Yes.
That's also a good idea. Thank you.
Oh, lo tiene Joselito. Joselito lo tiene. Yeah, you know, we train super hard for this fight. In every fight, we have to look impressive in order to keep getting better and better and better. I think David has a lot to prove still. He's only 27 years old, and we just gotta keep winning impressively, you know, in order to keep fighting the best at 175 and 168.
What's the highest weight class you've been, David?
I think, you know, to be honest with you, I think he could definitely go to heavyweight. That's the plan. And maybe when he's about 30 years old, 31 years old, that's the plan, to go to heavyweight. But we're going to keep going to this division little by little.
Mr. Benavidez, when you hear your son talk to you about, you know, how you raised him and praise you the way he did, what does that mean to you?
You know, it's very touching. You know, at the end of the day, I didn't know nothing about boxing when I came in. I just wanted to show them how to defend themselves. For some reason, I thought I was going to die. So I thought, before I die, I'm going to get them strong, you know, so they don't go through what I went through when I was young. And never thought about boxing, you know. And things just kept going. And now they're world champions, both of them. And in reality, I feel bad sometimes because they didn't have a childhood. You know, all the time they were training to get better for life. And but now that they're world champions, I feel a little bit better. But it was tough. It was hard. And I don't know. Maybe if I would do it again over, I would do it a little bit different.
He's a complete fighter.
Yeah, a lot of people. Yeah, Alex is a great fighter. You know, he's a very dangerous fighter. We prepare for Alex super extremely hard. You know, he has a lot of talent. He was an Olympian. He was a world champion. He only has one defeat. Everybody thinks about David that he has bad footwork. On this fight, you're gonna see the bad work that he has, bad footwork. You know, we've been working a lot. We listen to the people. We hear what people say about his defense, his footwork, and all that. So guess what? We've been focusing on that a lot. We don't take it offensively, but we've been working a lot. And you're going to see a new David with a lot of footwork. And we haven't really had to use it because David's a pressure fighter. But we are going to find somebody that's stronger than him, so we're going to have to use our feet and try to use some angles. And we've been working on that a lot.
Jose, I know this is your first fight at 175, but how do you feel about David being on the pound for pound list now? Do you think it should be on?
I think we still need a lot of work to be done. You know, the only way that we could get that title is by fighting Canelo, but he did not give us the opportunity to prove ourselves. I think Canelo's a hell of a fighter. It will be super hard for somebody to do what Canelo has done in boxing. My respects to his team and his manager in the way that they have done things. He's a very disciplined guy, and we wanted to fight the best. We won't know until we fight the best where we're at.
You said you would have done it differently. To his question, what would you have done differently?
I would give him more love, you know, because at the end of the day, when you ask me that question, sometimes I couldn't tell my kids I love you because I thought I was going to make them weak, you know, and I want them to be animals. I want them to be like what they are now, animals. And I probably would have changed that. That's a big thing. I never told them when they were little that I love them. And I think they kept that in their heart. And to this day, sometimes, you know. But now, these days, as many times as I can every day, I tell them how much I love them.
And what about your grandsons? Do you tell them that now, too?
You know, he told me to train my grandson. And I'm like, no, I don't think I could go through this anymore. I don't think I could do it because to train somebody, you have to have a cold heart. You can't really think about what they're going through. Sometimes they got to bleed. They got to get cuts and get injured. But you know, he's doing it on his own, so I feel real good about that because I don't think I have the heart anymore to put somebody through all that pain.
Some people say that David has a mean streak in the ring. What do you think?
A mean streak, you know, David's a really nice guy outside the ring, but inside the ring, he's an animal.
Where did he get this?
You know, because what I put him through. You know, when he was young, he was very shy. And I wanted to make him a monster. I wanted to make him tough, you know. And now, you know, all that hate. You know, these guys wanted to kick my ass. To be honest with you, you know, because I would push them to the limits. I push them to everything, you know. I think at one point, I think they really hated me, but inside I know that they love me. but I just push him so bad. You know, when I look at these movies with the Serena Williams sisters or whatever, Michael Jackson and all those stories, what they went through the same thing or maybe worse.
So, at what age was David when you
David, when he started walking, he didn't even know how to talk. And I already put him to those big sacrifices and big hard workouts, you know?
So that mean streak, at least from the ring, is in his DNA.
Yeah, that's when he takes everything out. I think he becomes, and I know, you know, as soon as he steps inside the ring, he becomes another person that I don't even recognize, you know? And now these days, you know, he's very spiritual. He's connecting with the universe, and he's more into frequencies and more taking his body to another dimension and all that. And that's very, very good, you know? I'm surprised how bad he wants this, you know? He's not a normal fighter. He takes boxing to another different level.
Jose, I know that previously, if I'm not mistaken, you said that David has already sparred Bivol in the past. That could be a potential fight, something that you said yesterday to beat the one. We're going to beat the one that beat the one?
Yeah, the reason I said that because, you know, we really want to fight the danger fighters, the people that nobody wants to face. You know, we come from nothing. I didn't even know nothing about boxing. In order to prove ourselves, we got to beat the dangerous fighters. So I think it would be a great fight fighting Bivol. I would love to fight him because he beat Canelo. He beat Zurdo Ramirez. So if we beat the one that beat the one, I think we could get recognized. I think that Bivol did not get the recognition of beating Canelo. Nobody remembers Bivol. But if we beat Bivol, everybody's going to remember that.
How long more do you think he will, not stay, but he's been at 175. He's going to be at 175. Do you think he could be able to go back down to 168 if Canelo's probably going to calm down maybe this year, next year?
Forget about Canelo. Canelo will never call the Mexican monster. He'll try to do whatever. He'll try to get guys like Munguia, like Berlanga, guys that have not been tested, and he knows that he's going to win. He will never mention David. He doesn't even mention David's name because he knows that there's a big possibility he's going to lose to David. He's asking for $200 million. That's ridiculous. I don't think nobody's going to give him that. Maybe 100, 150 maybe, you know, but that's just a lot of money because he doesn't want to face him. Like I said, you know, he's done a lot for the career of boxing. He's a great fighter, but at the end of the day, there's always one guy that you don't want to face.
Jose, last one for me. They keep on talking about possibility of doing a boxing league, getting all the promoters together, the companies together. Some say it's going to be near impossible because of all the egos that are in place. What do you think about that?
Hey, put us on the list. You know, we're not afraid of nobody. We're here to test ourselves and fight everybody to make a statement, to make a legend, to be a legend one time, and, you know, to be recognized as one of the best. Because look, when Oscar De La Hoya was coming up, he fought everybody. Floyd fought everybody. Julio Cesar Chavez, all these fighters are in the Hall of Fame because they did fight everybody, you know, and that's what we want to do. We want to make a statement for ourselves. We want to make history, and the only way to do that, you got to face whoever. Sometimes it doesn't matter about winning or lose, just giving the fans what they want to see, good fights with good fighters.